Merry Christmas to me. Merry Christmas to me. The new UDR. The box is fucking huge. We'll go through it. All right, so we just held on to it and let it do a burnout. 1600 watts and 78 amps. Fuck. And that's on slippery as fucking shit. Okay, so we took it out on the parking lot and just did a run back and forth. And it's now up to 82 amps and 1700 watts. Little bastard. It's just on. Well, it's going back in the box dirty. No Traxxas whatsoever. Oh shit.
Got really bright.
Definitely tell it's not going as fast, but
Oh!
like a turtle.
So, let's see. Okay, so on 4S, we're still putting out 72 amps and 1,000 watts. So that's a huge jump between 4S and 6S. Talking 25 amps on that. So if you're gonna run 6S, you gotta have a high C rating. If you're gonna run 4S, you don't need it as bad. Don't take it in the mud. I don't want it muddy. I gotta put it back in the fucking box for Christmas. Yeah, it's like all or nothing. Yeah, it's an all or nothing type thing, but it drifts pretty good. Yeah, Jake wants one too. So if I go out in the sand with this thing with some paddle tires, I know this thing will be pushing 100 amps on. Oh, did it go to half throttle?
Yeah.
Is it still working?
That was full throttle.
Yeah, so it's gone to that pack is old and nasty. All right, so my initial view on the UDR, it's fucking badass. It's huge. I mean, look at this goddamn thing. It's gigantic. And if Cindy, or anybody else wants to know, these are scale markings. They're scale. They're supposed to be there. They came that way. Definitely, if you want to keep it alive, you definitely want some higher C rated packs. I threw in my 4S packs, and they're a 20 C pack, so they should pump out 100 amps easily. But these are old, and this one was the one I was using. It was at 80% of charge. These are 4 or 5 years old. I use them in helicopters. So a higher C-rated pack would be much better. My pulse packs, my 6S, are a 65C. It's what you're gonna need if you're gonna run 6S, because you're gonna be pulling between 80 and 100 amps. Yeah, you need a higher C-rated pack, obviously. I would say that the ones that come from Traxxas are okay if you're using the 4S packs. If you're using the 3S packs, you want a higher C-rated pack. I mean, they'll definitely work. Don't get me wrong. They're going to work. But I would use a higher C-rated pack on your 3S's just because you're going to be dumping 100 amps. That was just on concrete. And it was wet concrete, so I'm sure it's going to be even higher whenever I get like the paddle tires that I want to put on. Because I have sand all in my area, like big dunes. But other than that, fucking badass. If you guys can afford the damn near $700 for it, there is not really a sale, but Amazon will knock off $60 off that thing if you open up a credit card with them or whatever their thing is. You gotta look at it. But $60 off is $60. There's your paddle tires right there, maybe. I haven't found a set of tires yet, so. But yeah, fucking badass. I can't wait to play with it. Now I gotta stick it back in the box so I can put it under the Christmas tree. Oh, and those for you wondering how I found out the amp draw, I have a little watts up meter, and I've got my little adapter so that I can run my EC5s, which are on all of my stuff because I have a bazillion freaking helicopters that all run on EC5s, and I have lots of packs, and fortunately, none of them fit in here except for the 2 pulse packs. I took off the connectors and soldered on a EC5, and what was nice is to get them in there, they fit right through this hole. The only thing I modified would be taking off the original Traxxas plugs, soldering on an EC5. That's how I found out the amp draw on these things, which I was asking for originally before I got this. What are the amp draws? What are the C ratings on these packs? And you don't need a huge C rated pack, but you definitely need something 50C. If you're running 6S, at least, you know, always go, if you can afford more, always go more. But if you're on a budget and you want to get something that's going to last, 6S, you're going to need 50C, and in the 4S, I would say, you know, 35, 45C should be a good starting place. If you can get more, get more. Great. Spend the money. But you don't have to. Okay? Cool. Another thing I was noticing, it's a loud car. A little louder than what I thought it was going to be. But, you know, after looking at it and seeing all the other ones around here, it's just loud. It's a lot of gear noise. The drive shaft where it goes into the rear diff right there, just that little bit was already heating up. I'm going to actually tilt the axle up a little bit so the angle's not so bad when it's going down, because I have mine lifted up just a little bit. Watching the full-size counterpart, it sits pretty much level and a little higher, so I jacked up the shocks just for shits and giggles just to see where it was. I like it better, so anyway, it's still fucking cool.